Hello, everyone. This session is about career discussion, and thanks to Testology for giving me this opportunity to talk about something about testing career. Okay, so we will divide this as different stages. Okay, so when we say it's a beginner level or freshers, you are in testing, we are considering, okay, when you have started your career with 0 years of experience and then till 2 year, we are considering, okay, somebody is beginner. Okay, intermediary level is something like you have 2 to 6 year experience. Senior professional are, let's say, 6 to 10 year experience. Lead or consultant role, 10 to 14 year of experience. And manager, let's say 14 plus, right? It's not very strict or, you know, hard facts. It's not like that. We are just categorizing so that the discussion will be easier. Okay. And further slides are somehow related to how we are taking this number of years of experience. Okay. So, see, at any point, at any stage, okay, as a human being, we are linked, right? But generally, how this link works at any stage, whether you are a beginner, you are at middle layer here, or you are senior professional, right? At any point, we are connected one level up, one level down, right? So if I give an example, right? So when we say linked with humans, it's like one level up, one level down. And if you are a test engineer, right? Let's say any number of years of experience, right? At that point, you may report to someone else, correct? So they are, let's say, up level, and down level maybe interns or the new team member who is joining, right? New to the testing and all, correct? So at any point of time, we can learn from both, right? We'll talk about it. And going back here. So one should do? Ideal. This is ideal condition. Okay. If this is ideal condition, if you have done this, it's really good. If you have not done this, no issue. You can start at any point, right? So if you are 0 to 2 year experience, right? Focus more on communication side, right? Especially on testing, I'm saying, because these are the initial years where you build up your reputation, right? You make your reputation among team members, right? Your seniors, managers, right? Your business analysts, right? More you will work closely with them, right? You will get more knowledge about business and domain. Okay. So it's always good. Be good on communication side. So when I'm saying learn communication, it's about communication skills. Okay. Build network. Build network. I'm saying in terms of uh, build a good relation with your um, peers, right? Your business analyst, product side, right? It's like this. Because if you want to work for big tenure, right? It's good to build a network from very early stage. So these are the things which is apart from you usually do on your testing side, right? Learn testing. So why I'm saying learn testing? Testing is not just doing UI functional testing, right? When we say learn testing, understand about the process, right? Understand about how requirements are gathered, how who reviews the requirement, right? How it is filtered and then coming to you as a user story, right? It's a big picture. It's a very big picture. Generally, as a test engineer, what we do is we generally see on the Jira or Rally and we start testing it, right? But try to understand the whole thing behind getting that ticket, right? What are different phases you have before you start writing test cases, right? Understand it, refine it, talk about the process with your managers, leaders. If you have any suggestion, give them the suggestion, right? Always ask for feedback from leaders and managers that are you doing good, right? So generally what happens is this appraisal and everything happens just once in a 6 month or once in a year, right? And that's not a good process, right? So be you know self-organized, be proactive, and ask for the feedback in every 2 month or 3 month on your own. Don't wait for the cycle to come, appraisal cycle, and then we will discuss about career progress. No, no, that's not a good pattern actually, right? If you want to make a career on software industry. 2 to 6 year, it's like when you are a bit matured about process, and this is the time when you should you know understand in depth about best process. Okay. Okay, so in slides what we have written is like ideal condition. When you are 2 to 6 year experience, go in depth on the test process. It is the best phase of testing professional. You know why? Because this is the time when you are a bit matured, as well as you get a lot of opportunities to work on different things. This is a time when you are more confident. You talk with all the stakeholders of your um, team or the project, right? This is the time when we learn things which help us to build our future, right? This is the right time where you think about, okay, you plan properly that what are the things I should learn, what are the things I should work on now, right? What more things I can ask to my project manager to give me, right? What more responsibility I can take. This is the best phase which you remember for your whole life. It's like this, right? This is just the phase. We'll talk about what we should do, what we should not do. But learning path generally, right? When you are at this phase, right? Think about what you are doing as of now, and are you learning the things in depth, right? So, for example, let's say there may be different things. You are doing front end and the automation of the front end, back end and the automation of the APIs, let's say, or the database side, or non-functional thing, let's say performance testing or security testing, anything. This is the time when you should be good in at least one of these. I'm saying at least one of these, right? It's good to be expert in at least one of these. And it's a big time. It's a big time. You have 4 year you know, span where you can build your mastery on at least one of these. I'm saying either front end automation, back end automation, or non-functional, right? Because once you are master, right, and if you are searching job in other companies, your expertise will be very useful, right? To showcase your talent and your experience on a particular tool. And there are always a market for there is always a job requirement for expert people, right? It's like this. 6 to 10 year. 6 to 10 year. If you are done with mastery, it's like build, keep on learning, right? But the main thing which one should do is build your leadership quality. Right? And naturally, if we say leadership, one cannot, you know, what we say, learn it artificially, right? It comes naturally. It comes naturally if you are good in team building, right? If you are good in convincing someone, if you are good on escalations in a positive way, if you are good on teaching someone, making someone understand, right? And somehow, if you are diplomatic also sometimes, so it's good. It's a good leadership qualities, right? These can be, you can learn it also, but it comes naturally. If you build 6, 7 different traits of leadership, automatically you will become a good leader. It's like this. Okay. 6 to 10 is a danger place to be in, right? At the same time, see, this is the positive side, negative side is it's a danger place to be in because you are more matured now. You are doing your testing in a very good way, right? You deliver your thing on time. You are very honest and let's say you know, very good on your testing process. You understand in and out of your project, everything is going good, but you have to assess whether you are you're inside a comfort zone, right? It may happen. You never know that you are under a comfort zone now, right? So you have to understand that you have to assess on yourself. Are you are you ready to learn something new, or you are very resistive, right? So how you can test whether you are in comfort zone or not, right? There are different ways. There are different ways. So one way is, let's say, I'm giving just you an example. Let's say somebody is giving a new what we say idea, right, about anything. Let's say about automation or about pen testing or security testing, but you are not interested in that, and you feel that why I should learn this? There is no future, right? You may have your own assumptions on different things, or when somebody talks about DevOps and you take it like, why it's important? This is the task of IT team or DevOps team. I should not care about it, right? Or um, when you raise a ticket about, let's say, getting access to Jenkins, okay, or Git or Bitbucket, and you think, okay, I'll get the access. But if you're not deep diving into it, like, okay, what kind of access I'm getting? Is it the developer level access, or it is just view only access? How I can become the admin? Or let's say you are getting the access for Jira ticket, right? What kind of access it is? Can I add a new field to the Jira, right? What are the things I'm able to see? Can I add the plugin? I'm giving just an example. If you are avoiding such kind of question, if you are not asking this question to yourself and you are not checking it, it's a big sign of that you are in a comfort zone and you don't want to come out of the comfort zone, right? And it's a danger place to be in, right? Why? Because see, software industry is a business, right? So there is always up and down. You never know that when somebody um, you know, can become what we say, um, not useful for any company, right? It may happen. So that's why I'm saying that even at this stage, 6 to 10 years, right? Assess it and learn, keep on learning different things. Okay. 10 to 14, it's more of, you know, learning things which can help on project level. Okay. You groom, train your members, subordinates. You also get trained on different things. These are just simple examples: cloud technologies, CI techniques, the scripting to work with the CI techniques, right? These two things we should learn. when we are 10 to 4 year experienced, right? Or you can learn it earlier also. It's not like a straightforward rule. I'm saying an ideal way, if you are done with other things, this is the right time to do this thing. 14 plus, when you are a manager, right? You engage more with product owner, project managers, right? Certifications you are already doing, right? So this is the stage where you should feel that, okay, I have achieved something. I can handle the project. I can handle full test deliveries, releases, right? This is a time where your company, ideal case, should rely on you for different things, right? So I'm repeating, this is the time where your company should, rely on you, or there should be dependency that, okay, this is the person who is very important for us for a release, for a testing delivery, right? It's like this. So it's all about taking responsibilities of different things. That's it. That's it. We are done with this, and I'm open for any question also. I'm checking if anyone has put anything on the chat window. If not, it's fine. Now you can unmute and ask, but one by one. So we are allowing to ask now. Great, great. So your question is like, if you are 7+ experienced and you are good in testing process, test management, right? What one should learn, right? So the answer is basically it depends on what you're doing right now. So I'm giving you just an example. Let's say you are doing more of UI functional testing, right? Right? You're already doing it. So it's better to learn UI automation. Okay? Irrespective of whether your company is allowing you to do this thing or not, irrespective of whether there is an opportunity in your company to do the automation or not. If there is an opportunity to shift to automation, learn and shift to automation, do it, because you're already good in UI functional, right? Why to spend a lot of your effort again and again doing the same thing, right? So basically, I'm considering you are good in UI functional testing. You are good on, all thing about your domain and business. Learn then UI automation first, right? So it also takes time. Don't be in hurry. Make a proper plan about, learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, any programming language, let's say Java, and then learn a particular UI automation tool, right? Maybe let's say Selenium or Cypress, or let's say Playwright. It is totally up to you what you want to learn, right? But what I'm saying is it's better to learn UI automation. And another thing is, if you are already doing some kind of API testing, right? Let's say you're using Postman as of now. I'm just assuming for other people. So let's say if you're already doing Postman API, right? It's always good to again learn how to automate this thing, right? Maybe you can learn different thing on the automation side. There are a lot of tools. There is REST assured also, which is very popular. We should learn that thing. Okay.
Okay,
Fine.
thank you.
Fine. So basically, your question is, you have worked in non-IT industry, let's say, for some years, and now you have shifted to software testing, and you want to understand that what you should learn, and whether your age or other experience, that will be obstacle or not, right? So generally, there is no, what we say, there is no, what we say, good or bad age to learn something, right? So whenever you think that I should learn this thing, you try learning it, right? Don't worry about the age part, right? It's fine. Consider yourself as a fresh engineer and work on it. Whatever you want to learn, talk with your, let's say, leaders or manager, your peers, that what other thing I should learn, right? Based on that, make a plan, learn it. It's like this. Okay. Don't worry about the number of year of experience and the age part. Okay.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Yes. So your question is basically that I'm keeping everyone on mute now. Okay. So the thing is, your question is basically, Postman, right? But now, what else, or how to do automation, or what you should learn? Let's understand first Postman. Postman is a big tool itself. Postman has a lot of functionalities, right? Deep down into Postman, irrespective of whether your company is doing, in detail or not, irrespective of whether your, project requirement is there in such a way or not, right? Irrespective of whether your leader is saying you to do that thing or not. What I'm saying is, when you are learning a tool, learn it thoroughly. So, for example, Postman is a very vast tool. There is things related to environment setup. Okay, there are things related to test tab where you can write a script to check whether the response code is something or not, or where we can check the JSON. So Postman itself is a kind of manual plus automation tool. It's not just manual testing, right? Through Postman, in fact, you can generate HTML report also. There is a way. So learn about this thing. If you have created a collection, how to run that collection, how to run collection to Jenkins job, right? So collection is, if for other people here, collection is a group of requests, group of API requests, that is called collection. And if I want to run the whole collection, right, one by one, automated way, I don't want to click on something and then it will run. I want to run the whole API test suite through automated way. There is no requirement to learn any programming language. You can do it. If you have created a test suite in Postman, you can run it, right? Basically, test tab, this one required a bit knowledge about JavaScript, but Postman is easy. Postman has its own function to perform all the validations, right? But you should learn this thing first. Then think about automating it through programming, right? So most of the people, so see, curl command, one should know how to do API testing through curl command, right? Then you can choose any programming language and then do an automation. So for example, you can learn Python and then how to do API automation using Python, or you can learn Java and then try to learn REST assured, automation for API testing. It's like this. Okay. My concern is, before learning automation, we should be good on manual part first, right? For any tool, it's like this. Great. That was a good question. Somebody has asked, for performance testing, other than the tools, what should we have to learn? So before learning any tool, we should learn about, different type of performance check. So there is a difference between stress test and a spike test. Okay, both are different. Or load test. These all things looks like same, but it's not so. There is a bit difference with all these terms. Okay. So we should understand about, in performance testing itself, what are different kind of test methodologies are present, right? And before learning any tool, it will be good if you learn shell scripting, right? A bit of, it's not like you have to learn it in thoroughly. You should learn just about variables, how to have variables, how to print the value of any variable, how to increase, decrease, those things. Okay. then you can learn any tool. So let's say, for example, Gmeter or LoadRunner, or there are a lot of other tools, NeoLoad. There are a lot of other tools available in market for performance testing. But generally, performance testing are done through tools, right? So it's better to get a good about idea, practical knowledge, hands-on on tools itself. Great, thank you. Thanks for attending this, guys. I'm stopping it here. We'll do such kind of session in future as well. Thanks. Bye.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah.